Hi, it's Shelly with Slide Vinyls Fun Creations, and welcome back to my channel. On this channel, we'll have fun creating things using some of my favorite tools like the Silhouette and the Glowforge. Today, I will show you how I make an interchangeable porch post sign with this 4x4. Let's get to work. I am now in the Silhouette Studio Business Edition software, and what I've done is I've typed an L, a V, and an E. I'm using the font called The Giant and the Mouse. I thought that was kind of cute. You'll notice a red rectangle. I have measured my board, and the board is 3.5 inches wide by 27.5 inches tall. So I created this box so I can get a better idea of how big the sign will be and what my placement would look like. The top of this box or rectangle is empty because that's where I will put a bow, as well as the bottom portion I will be using twine. Let's zoom in here. You'll notice that my Clover has two layers or two colors, a black and a red. And I will have the Glowforge cut the black portion and score the red portion. And I have a duplicate of that here, and I will change my line color to black. The Glowforge recognizes things by color or line color. I do want this to cut as well. This rectangle is just for placement, so I don't need that. I can actually take that box off. Everything looks good, so let's save this. The Glowforge can, or the business edition of the Silhouette Studio can save things as an SVG. And let's see, I want to call this Porch Post. Let's see, let's do Clover Porch Post. And see it in the Glowforge app. We are now in the Glowforge app, and what I've done is pulled my image in. I call this the Clover Porch Post, and I set my focus using the 3 dots onto my board. I have masked my board with blue painter's tape, a really large piece. The Glowforge does things in the order that it is on the side, and I will be cutting my letters. This is the cut setting. I'm using a custom setting for my 1/8 inch birch plywood. My speed is 122 and at full power. And I will be scoring using my custom basic score setting of 200 for my speed and the precision power of 33. I've moved all of my letters and the designs over so I can maximize my wood and save the rest for another project. I am now ready to cut or print. Let's see how long this will take. This job will take 10 minutes and 23 seconds. Yay! Glowforge calls this the magic button. I call it my money button because every time I hit this button, I save money. all done. Now it's time to paint, and I will be using the Waverly chalk paint in the color white. And I'm using the sponge roller. I'll just get some paint. Apply some even pressure. Forgot my gloves. Be right back. I'm using my little tripods here so I can protect my paint. I'm just spreading them out a little bit. And that way it can dry. How we do our base piece. Ran out of this bottle, so I have another bottle ready. Now we wait for it to dry. I will be removing the masking tape off with my weeding tool. I really like masking my wood first because it helps prevent the charring from the Glowforge or the flashback from the laser. So I will use my tool, just peel the tape off, and that way you get a nice clean letter or whatever you're using instead of having the browning from the char marks. Time to paint. You may have noticed that I have two clovers, and that is because I am making a clover for this interchangeable porch post sign that I'm making, but also for my interchangeable love sign that I have displayed behind me. So that's why I have two. I thought, oh, might as well make them both at the same time. I'll be using the Waverly chalk paint in the color ink or black, as well as the Waverly chalk paint in the color fern. My pieces are now dry, and I will put the clovers together now, and I'm using DAP Rapid Fuse glue, and I'm just putting a little bit to hold it in place. Just applying some force. It literally takes like 30 seconds to dry. So I'm just making sure it's pushed down. So here's my 4x4, and I just literally turned it all around just to see which part I would like to be my back. And this part has some knots or some ugly pieces, so this will be my back. I'm using some twine or rope, and I will add a little to the back. Just holding it down just for a few seconds to allow that to adhere. Wrap around. Let me take a look at my front. I want it to go around, but not necessarily neatly. I like it kind of like on a diagonal and crisscross. You can make it however you like. My piece is a little longer on purpose, and that way I can cut it shorter. We can always take away, we can't always add more. So I'm pulling kind of tight so it can be really tight and not too loose around my board. I'll add a little more glue. And holding just for a few seconds. Right, my glue is dry, so I will flip it over to get to the front. And I will just kind of eyeball my letters. will look. Actually, this is the other one. I think that looks good. And what I will do is use a piece of magnetic tape. It comes in a roll just like tape, and I just cut off a little piece. And it's already adhesive. It already has adhesive on the back, which is perfect. No glue needed. Alright, I put my letters on, and what I'll do is use my spacer to just put two boards together so I can make sure my spacing is about even all the way across. And that looks good. Okay, let's put this away, and I will use some of this Rapid Fuse again. Grab, I put it away already. I'll just apply some pressure. Like that. I am taking off the backing and putting it on, and push, and then take the other side off. Peel it off. There we go. There. And now I will use the ribbon on the top. I took my ribbon and wrapped it around to get some measurements, and I have my little cheat sheet here to use a band all around the 4x4. I need about 15 inches. And then to make my bow, I call it about 10 inches. Let's see. I think I will make it a little smaller. And then I use a center 2 inches. Alright, time to glue. Alright, I have flipped over my board to the back so I can add my bow and ribbon. Use my glue. A little protective fingertip so I don't burn my fingers. Just making sure it's straight. That. And at first I thought I'd just use a plain green bow, but then I thought it needed a little something else, so I got a black and white ribbon. I think that'll look cute with the board. I will put the bow on in the center. Some pressure. I'm using a ribbon with wire in it so I can kind of fluff it up a little bit to add some dimension. And I'll put the magnet back on. Now it's time to add the base. And here you have it, an interchangeable porch post sign that you can use throughout the year with a coordinating clover for the interchangeable love sign. Love it, love it, love it. If you had fun watching and you haven't done so already, please hit that like button, subscribe down below, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can be notified each time I upload a new video. Want to save up to $500 on your Glowforge? Please use my special referral discount code linked below. Also, check me out on Instagram. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Love it, love it, love it.